And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment. With me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Anne Hathaway, Octavia Spencer film, The Witches. That's right, The Witches is a remake from I believe 1993. I'm not too sure about that. The one with Angelica Houston. So this is a brand new retake. HBO Max premiered this, and it tells the story of a young boy who kind of loses his parents in the beginning of the film. Not much of a spoiler; it doesn't really have anything to do with the story, but he ends up going to live with his grandmother, and then something happens where he finds out that there are actually witches among the earth, and they're among the world. And they hate kids. They literally hate kids. They all look ugly, weird. They're not like I'll get you my pretty kind of witches. They like really like troll looking, bald, point nose, claws and all that kind of stuff, with a grin that kind of looks like if the Joker cut his mouth even more than it already has, and they kind of hangs a little bit with sharp teeth. That's the witches you have, and you have the main boy and the movie is narrated by Chris Rock, and so he ends up going to a hotel with his grandmother to try to get away from the witches, because the witches have, like, one of the witches have kind of, like, I guess, marked him as a target. So him and his grandmother end up going to, like, this hotel, and unfortunately the witches end up showing up there for a big convention, and then the boy and one of his friends that he ends up meeting in the hotel end up turning into mices. This is all in the trailer, and this is the main plot of the movie, so it's not much of a big spoiler here. But basically the movie is that the boy and his friends have to pretty much stop the witches from turning all the little children in the world into mice and then squishing them, because that's their main goal. They want to be able to find a way to transform kids into something easy for them to squash. They can't stand children. And then you have Anne Hathaway, who's like the leader of the witches, and she looks so different in this movie. At one point, I didn't even recognize her because she had a thicker accent. She looked so different. Then when you see her as like a witch, whew, wow, great makeup. This film was okay. Like I said, I don't remember the original movie too well, so I don't know like what was copied and what was like brand new from the old film, but I do remember the fact that the kids in the original movie did get turned into mices, and they had to stop the evil head witch from pretty much doing the same thing. I know that plot was the same as the original one, but there are certain things, especially at the end of the movie, that's like, oh, okay, that's different. I might be different, I don't know, because like I said, I haven't seen the original one in forever, and it really kind of, like, in my mind, I felt like it could have been a better ending, but what can it do? But the film was okay, it wasn't too great. There are some moments that are, kind of scary for little kids, but if you're like 12 years old and upper, I guess it'd be okay to watch this film. What else? Anne Hathaway was great. I liked that her playing the evil witch. I think she did a really good job with that. Octavia Spencer, I think she's a gem. I think she's amazing, and she could do any kind of movie. She was phenomenal as the grandmother, and her backstory as well is in this movie, that she has a connection with the witches. I'm not gonna tell you how she has a connection with them, but she does have a connection with them, and explains it in the movie. So it's like, huh, okay, that makes sense. And it worked. Octavia Spencer, she's great. I think she's amazing, and she did a really good job. The boy who played the main character, I think he did a good job as a boy, and then of course playing the voice of the mice, because the mice did talk in the movie. And yeah, it was just a fun little film. I think Stanley Tucci was in this movie as well. I believe he was in this movie as well. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think he was in this movie. He was also in this movie. He was like the head concierge, the manager of the hotel. He was fine. Yeah, I think everybody did a good job in this film. The makeup was great. Some of the CG was a little bit questionable in certain areas, but it wasn't too noticeable. But it was fine. But yeah, I thought it was a fun little film. Like I said, it wasn't too groundbreaking. It wasn't like, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. you know, they did the first movie to do that. No, they didn't do anything like that. But you know, it was a fun, solid little, you know, film. If it came out in theaters, I think people would have wanted to go check it out. Probably would have made so much money, but you know, it would have done okay. And you know, it's what it is. It was a fun little, I guess, almost Halloween film movie. But yeah. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the film, and if you guys seen it, let me know what you guys thought about it. Did you guys see the original? And did you think the original was better than the new one? How do you think the first one ended was better than this ending? Maybe were they the same? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Thank you very much and have a good day.